Hello, and welcome back to RPG Maker. Today we're making a pushable crate. Good news is this is actually really easy to do, although there are a few little complications that will be coming up that we'll cover as we go. But as far as having a workable pushing crate, that's only going to take you a couple of minutes, I think. So let's, this is just any pushable object. You could use this for boulders or anything else. Let's just get into this. So you can see over here, we do have a reset variable. I'll get into the reset button in a moment. This is basically the same thing as what we did in the stepping stones tutorial, but I'm going to leave that for the end this time. So crate, well, as you can see here, this is very simple. It's just gonna be a single page. So we'll go, where is it? Tile set B, yes. Grab a crate icon. We want same as characters, so that we can't run through the crate. This crate is now an obstacle. And when we hit the action button, it does a thing. What does it do? Set movement route for this event. And we're going to move away, where is it? Here it is, move away from the player. Also, this is optional, but we're going to play a sound effect. And we'll go with that one. And wait for completion. Skip if cannot move. This is very important. If you do not push this skip if cannot move, and then you try to, for example, push the crate into a wall, the game will just freeze. It'll be continuously trying to move there, it'll see that there's something blocking, and then the game will just not work. It'll just not be able to process it. Alright, so there we go. We have a crate. Let's start player. And go. Here we are. And it moves away from the player. It works in any direction. And as you can see, I'm just holding the the right arrow key here. But it waits until the crate has finished moving before I'm able to move. And when we get to the edge, is it just going to go off? No. Okay. It will be stuck at the room boundary. Alright, so that's it. That is your crate. Now, there are a couple of things that we want to do. First of all, in a puzzle like this, and I guess I could demonstrate this. Here, this works. We'll just start here, set starting position player. Don't worry about that crate being a little bit weird, I'll get into that in a moment. Every other crate's gonna be fine. So, here, a problem with this kind of puzzle is that if the player does something stupid, they can get themselves stuck. And actually, you can see there's a transfer event there. We can't even push this into the transfer event. So we are now potentially stuck. If we can't solve this, well, now we're stuck. So you're going to want a reset for that. When you reset, leaving the room that you're in, I can demonstrate this just by pushing here. You can also just leave, same as what I just did there. And everything will go back to its starting position. So the easiest way to reset this is just to leave the room. And so we could make a reset button where we move to a different room and then come back in here. However, this second event here exists so that you can reset the puzzle without leaving the area that you're in. And so we will... What happened there? We will be doing that now. Okay, so first of all, we are going to need a reset button for this. I could... Well, yeah, okay, I'll just do it. This is important to be able to do. If you've already seen this or don't care to watch this part, you can just skip on the timestamps. It's a variable reset button. Visual branch. If we want button press, and I'm using page up, I believe, which is Q. is being pressed. Show text. Do you want to restart the puzzle? Choice, yes, no. And if yes, all we have to do is a transfer player event. We'll do that. And this was 10-5. Where is this relative to the other thing? I'm just gonna... It's 3 over, okay. Just to make this a little bit clearer for what we're doing here. 2, 3, that's gonna be restarting on that tile. We haven't set this yet, but I'm just gonna quickly test that the player reset is working. And then we'll make the crate reset as well. Now, we might not actually have to do anything with that. Did I... This is why we test things as we go. Make this, not auto run, parallel. Make that a parallel event. Try again. That's so that the event will be running while we're doing other things. So now I move. Okay, we can push that. Do you want to restart the puzzle? Yes. So as you can see, because we are not leaving this room, as me referring to this as a room, the crate is not resetting, but the player will reset. So if we get trapped, we can go out. Let's say we want the crate to reset as well. Well, we have the reset working, so that's good. Let's just... I said we have the reset working. Actually, I screwed up in my notes. Excellent. When yes, we're going to want to variable reset, set this to 1, and we'll just copy paste that down here and set this to 0. All right. That should work. I might need... Well, let's test this. Lots of testing going on today. We might need a wait command in there for it to work, to have like 12 frames or whatever between the variable changing and going back. All right, so for the crate that resets, well, first page is exactly the same. Second one, we're just going to go new event page. And this is going to be when reset is greater than or equal to 1. We come here and auto run. And what we're going to do here is set event location. This event, yeah, just do that. And current map, okay. And that should be it. Now, we do have to, as you can see here, actually click the spot that we want it to reset to. It did default when I did it this way, but this is going to be a problem if, for example, we copy paste the event. Go here, this event, we are going to have to manually do that each time we create a new crate event. All right, so I think this might not work, but let's try this out. So we can push, we can push. All right, let's do reset. Oh, it did work. Okay. Now there is the that thing happening there, where they just kind of blink out of existence. We could mess around with that. Maybe having a wait here might do something for that. So if we put a wait 12 frames. Yeah, we do have a fade to black here. In fact, I think, okay, well, yeah, so tutorial's basically done at this point. I'm just messing around. I'm just going to show a few more things here. So we move it, we move you, reset. and they disappear instantly. So the way we could try to fix this is this is sort of the same thing I did before, fade out screen, fade in screen. If I do that, okay. Might have been too long. Might have been too long on the wait, but as you can see, that's a way you can fix that issue. Alright, so there is one more issue with this setup, and that's going to the weird crate that we had here. Let's just go... let's just set this in the proper spot. This is where you're supposed to spawn into the game. And so... Right, so this crate is a little bit different, and I'm going to explain what I was trying to fix. Is that you push into a wall, or if you push a crate into another crate, it still makes the noise, but it doesn't move. And I was trying to fix it with this one, so you can see I don't have to wait anymore, and it kind of does, you know, it moves. It also does play sounds under specific circumstances, but it doesn't quite work the way I wanted, so I didn't end up doing it. So this is this is just me demonstrating something that doesn't work that I was messing around with here. So we save the temporary X and Y variable of the event, where it is, and then we check after it's moved whether or not X and Y are the same. And if they're not the same, then we play the push sound. So if it is moved, we play the push sound. The problem is, look at the move route, this actually works just fine if we wait for completion. Well, I say just fine, it doesn't work in a way that I like. Let's see, it waits until it finishes moving, and then it plays the sound. So the problem I'm having here is that when I'm trying to push it and check to see whether or not the position has moved, the crate is still, like at the start of its move, it is still on this square when it's checking. And so you need to have a wait of basically a second in order for it to calculate that it's in this position instead of in this position, and then it sees the position has changed, and then it plays the sound effect. Now, I didn't quite have enough time to do this before this video, but I did actually come up with another way to maybe do this, so there might be an additional video if you're specifically wanting to get rid of this sound issue, because yeah, see here now I'm pushing it and it's not playing a sound anymore because its position isn't changing. So that's the effect that we want, but we also don't want that delay coming into it. So I have a way that I think I might be able to do this, but I'm not entirely sure. I try to only do one video a day, but I might just have an extra video sometime next week where I do like a 2.1 or something, where I show a solution to that if I do end up getting it to work. And if you're watching this and you know a way to do this easily, please leave a comment. I'm curious to see how other people would fix this kind of an issue. But if you don't care about the sound triggering when it doesn't move, or if you don't want a sound at all, obviously this isn't going to be an issue for you. Anyway, that's it for crates, and we will go on to the next puzzle next time, which will be sliding puzzles, I think. Which is, well, you'll see. I will see you then.